Adrian,
And
who do you think, Arsenal or Bayern? Who do you think it goes through?
Yeah.
RIP Bayern.
Wow, that's this. It's funny because like this is the first time in a very very long time where I actually this is like a debate, But
I think Arsenal's gonna
I
smack
don't know
the
why.
shit out of them.
There's something about Arsenal right now in the Champions League. Seeing that how the Porto games went, that makes me think Bayern. Maybe they're not gonna cook up Arsenal that easily, but it makes me think that Bayern are gonna go through.
Bayern's a bunch of losers this year, though. I'm not intimidated about
That's
Bayern
what I'm
at
saying.
all.
If it was any other year, any other year in the past 10 years, but Bayern are like 10 points behind Leverkusen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they should cook up.
I don't know.
These clowns they have in the back.
Like I said, this is writing up.
I'll keep it.
No, but I do get what Adrian's saying. Like Bayern right now is still a better team than Porto, and it took a jammy penalty shootout to get Arsenal through that.
It happens. Oh yeah,
it does happen. But over two legs, we expected Arsenal to have shown something a little more. Imposing.
And do you think Bayern are gonna sit down and let?
They're not. But again, Porto was the second best defense in the Champions League up to that point. Outside of us, we were the first. And I'm only saying that because I felt like Arteta did not. The way he set up, I think he wanted to try and be a bit more forward, but I feel like in the back of his head, he wanted to be more pragmatic in these situations because he knows how quickly things can slip away if we're not on the right track and something might go left. Like, I feel like he wanted to like tread very, very much on eggshells, like walk on eggshells as much in this competition because he knows how much shit can go left in the cup competition, especially of this level. So I am disappointed a little bit that we didn't get more goals and weren't more imposing, but I'm fine with that as well. One, we fucking made it through, so I'm absolutely fine with that. And again, the mental focus to still be in that fight again, score a crucial goal. It's to find margin that can get us through. It's to find margin that got us through. So
I still think Arsenal are the favorites. I mean, keep in mind, I predicted beginning of the season Arsenal win the Champions League, so I'm still gonna stick by that. But it's just Bayern just has, no matter how dog they are playing,
they still have individual
quality
like a motherfucker.
Like specifically know-how, they have it all over the team.
Wait, I don't think you predicted per se, like,
that was my bold prediction.
I think you said
Arsenal.
That was your his bold prediction was
Arsenal
was Champions League.
My fault.
I said it on another show. It wasn't this one.
But just Bayern's team from back to front, just like going through the names of the know-how in that squad. Not to mention Thomas Tuchel, who knows how to win a terrorist Champions League trophy.
Facts.
Like no matter how stinky it is in Munich right now, there is just that little part of my brain that can see Bayern getting through in a jammy way on aggregate. Maybe
I think the
time,
Emirates, the Emirates are going to decide it.
Bundling a goal through, like just Arsenal's a better team. They're in better form. They should go through.
That first game, they have to win by more than 1 or 2 goals. Because if you win 1-0. If you win 1-0 at the Emirates,
I can see Arsenal going to the Allianz and winning though. Like I can see Arsenal playing better at the Allianz than at the Emirates.
I'm not necessarily mad at that. Also, away from home, I'm not mad at that.
These Porto games, if it's going to pan out the same, where they need Jamie wins to get through this, I don't think you need to beat them comfortably. I don't think Jamie's going to do it.
My thing about Porto, that's why I didn't want Atletico though, because I didn't want to go through another like stint where we were sitting against a disgusting low block. But again, Atletico know how to defend. They probably weren't as like staunch of defenders as Porto in the Champions League this season, but they know how to like get in and get nasty when they need to, and they have much more quality on breaks and transitions with Griezmann and stuff like that. That's why I would rather not have them in the next round. But looking at us, looking at Bayern, they're going to want to be front forward, I think, at some points. They're going to know when to stick in, but they're going to have their moments on the ball. They have incredible talent. Again, Musiala is the one that sticks out to me, bro. He's the big question mark over all of this, in my opinion, in terms of matchups and stuff like that. If he finds space and he finds ways to get through, we're going to have a tough time because he's a fucking talent. He's going to create moments. He's going to create opportunities. If we can find a way to contain him, I think that's our biggest, like, That's our biggest task to do. But again, going to the Emirates first leg, I think going up by 2 goals or more, it has to be that or thereabouts, just to get that little bit of security going into again the Allianz. And then the Allianz just got to we'll be a bit pragmatic. We'll take our chances, and you know what I'm saying, we'll hope for the best. Me personally, in my heart, you already know what time it is, bro. I want 5-1s in my deepest hatred in my heart. I want that. Of course, I'm not going to get that, but I would love that every day of the week. But I know where we're at, bro. Like
they deserve it. They deserve 5-0,
absolutely.
6-0, 7-0,
I want the
8-0,
Allianz to be on fire. I want fire and brimstone on their head
Oh, you
tops
want
from
it at the
both
Allianz,
legs.
you want.
I wanted both
I mean, we didn't
legs.
even
I
win
wanted
that
both
last year.
legs. I
I
want
think
equivalence,
it's-
bro. Denzel Washington, the
I
equalizer.
think
I
it's
want it
tough
on
to
both
play at the
sides. But
I mean, listen,
I'm a realist.
United scored 3 goals at the Allianz this year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
again,
So like,
and
if United could do it,
the defense,
surely Arsenal.
the defense is for their defense is not what I'm too worried about, because if Eric Dyer is going to start, we automatically have an advantage.
No matter who starts, that defense is a mess. Tuchel has not been able to get that back forward working.
We just have to be,
and they have the Harry Kane gene, bro.
Yeah, we just have to be more. But again, at some point, Harry Kane will probably find his chances again in a much better team. He's gonna find his chances, but if we can still stay in that same relative level of control and knowing how he plays, and Gabriel and Saliba will contain him. You know what I'm saying?
Getting at least 1 penalty, right?
Yeah, he'll probably get some cheap pen. I can almost bank on that. I can almost definitely bank on that. It is what it is.
Also, a quick prediction on that. I have a very strong feeling Harry Kane will get booed worse at the Emirates in this fixture than Van Persie ever did playing for Man United.
Oh,
for sure.
Without question.
The noise level whenever Kane touches the ball will be different level.
And do you know? And Bayern fans are banned from the Emirates for that tie. So and then we can.
I did hear that.
Yeah, and we can sell our tickets that section to Arsenal fans. So the whole stadium, stadium is about to be Arsenal fans.
Why are they banned?
Because they did flares. They shot flares last season or something like that. And so boom, they're kind of screwed.
Last season I thought it was something with Lazio just now.
I thought either last season or last round or something like that. Last season or last round, I don't know. It was something with flares though. 100% was something with flares, and so that is already a huge advantage. So I think we have to take advantage of that. Like while we're there, we have to pile it on them as much as possible, bro. I want that, but again, in my honest opinion about this whole round, I'm not terrified of anybody, bro. I can't be terrified of anybody at this point. We have to back ourselves to win. I don't care who we would have gotten. I'm not terrified. Again, there's people.
It's exciting. I mean, this is why you want to be in the Champions League.
And that's my point of the whole thing, bro. People was like, oh man, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Humble yourself, do that, da. Or and then other people are like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we were supposed to be here, blah blah. I'm just milking in the fact that we were in the trenches, bruh. Daichi Kamada sent this man Emery home after we were blundering in the Europa League, bro, and we were in the trenches not knowing where we would go. I'm just milking the fact that we're here, and I think we do have a genuine shot to get to the semifinals. And again, it's not an easy road because Man City or Real Madrid's waiting on the other side.